Tama Arapere is a classic Kiwi entrepreneur, a self-made man with his own business, loading and unloading trucks and trailers on the inter-island ferries.
What happens down here, mate, is all the individual carrying companies, they bring the line haul trailers down to us. They usually unhook them and leave us a trailer, and my job is to get them across Cook Strait backwards and forwards from Wellington, Picton and Picton back again.
The slow, careful placement of the rigs in tight places is as far removed as you could get from Tama's real passion, which is speedway racing. His average speed around the waterfront is a leisurely 5 k's. On the racetrack, it's 20 times as fast.
I've been here 7 years now, and prior to that, I was the owner-driver over at Toll Translink. It has its ups and downs. When you've got 20 staff, it's sort of a bit to look after. You've got to be a social worker and whatever else. And yeah, but yeah, it's good. You've got to take the good with the bad, and probably more good than bad at the moment.
Tama needs to have enough drivers and cabs on hand for every ferry sailing to speedily load and unload however many trucks need moving.
On the boat, the lanes aren't that big, so where they expect you to put the trailers can be quite tight sometimes. So yeah, we have the odd damage. We average about 400 to 500 crossings or trailers per week that we move. On the peak prior to Christmas, we're up around 700. So yeah, there's plenty to do.
On Tama's mind today is this weekend's big race at Timarua, the North Island Championships. Tama drives in the modified class, big, powerful cars designed specially for the job. Racing competitively has much in common with running a successful business. You need to have a well-oiled and motivated team behind you.
I think managing people, I found that the biggest challenge here. Because I had no people skills prior to that, sort of had to learn as I went along, and I found that the biggest challenge here. I enjoy it, yeah, otherwise I might as well not be doing it, but definitely there is some downsides to it, but the main of it's positive, yeah.
That's it.
Tama's operation on the wharf is 24/7. The ferries don't stop sailing even on Christmas Day. It's a business which has done him well.
Yeah, you make a living, mate, but you don't get wealthy, I wouldn't think. But it's what you want to make of it, and yeah, how much you want to spend, I suppose.
It would be fair to say the business is not his passion in life. Tonight is Wellington's turn to host the annual North Island Modified Championships. Modified is a class which describes the body shape and engine specs. To the uninitiated, they are a weird-looking vehicle with one rear wheel bigger than the other for driving round and round on a tight oval circuit. How on earth does anyone get involved in this?
Originally, mate, my wife's father had a race car, so he cut his hand up one night and offered me a drive. A few years later, the opportunity come up, and I've been doing it for 7 years now. Most enjoyable. We've been second in New Zealand. The second year I started racing. Third in New Zealand twice. Haven't won the New Zealand Championship, but I think at stage now, because it's so competitive, everyone's got the same sort of combination, whether it's horsepower, you know, cars, all the cars are pretty similar. So it's a lot of luck, and I suppose you do need a bit of skill, but definitely luck and who's best on the night, really. The exposure's not there for good sponsors and that. It's pretty much all self-funded through your own doing. Yeah, you got to be committed, and if you can put that effort in, I think you're halfway there.
The other half does involve a bit of paperwork. Tama has to formally register for the night's racing and make sure all safety gear is up to scratch. There have been some high-profile accidents at recent stock car meetings, and Timarua wants to make sure that none of those happen here. All cars will be checked by scrutineers before being allowed on the track. Tama's team takes great pride in his machine, still clean and unmarked before it hits the track for the first race.
Yeah, it's pretty good, yeah. You sort of do it pretty much because you love the sort of sport. Yeah, and it sort of gets into your blood and you just, I've been doing it for probably 20 years, mucking around, yeah.
A key moment for Tama is getting his starting position. It's a totally random marble selection, though being short on marbles, Timarua uses numbered beer bottle tops instead. The championship will be determined over 3 races, and the number picked determines where you start in the lineup for the first race. That number is then put in a grid for the remaining 2 races.
10-ish, sorry. 16. 13. Oh, is that 5?
In the first race, it'd be ideal if you could have a front, middle, back, because by the end of the night, usually there's still not 20 cars still running through breakdowns or whether there's an incident on the track where someone can't get their car back out, so automatically you've gained another spot. But at the end of the day, the key to it is just to pass as many cars as you can. Grid 9, mate. 9's not too bad, mate. Actually gives me a middle, front, rear. Pretty much anyway. I'll have a grid 9, then it'll be 19, and then the next one will be grid 4, I think. Yeah, so we've got a front, middle, back. Hopefully in the first one we can move up a few cars and we'll go from there. Biggest thing is if you can stay out of trouble and predict what's happening ahead, I think that's the key to it.
The Arapere whānau lives on a comfortable lifestyle block just down the road from the Timarua Raceway.
We're a very close family, kids, father and son, but also he's probably their best friend. Really good father, he's good with the kids.
Yeah, got some good people that help me, so yeah, one in particular, he spends a lot of time on it during the week, and he's very good.
Yeah, good, yeah, he's pretty relaxed, pretty cruisy, yeah, you just sort of just do as you please. I maintain the car and that for him, and yeah, when he turns up to the workshop it's good, when he doesn't, oh well,
This is a highly competitive sport with no quarter given, but the drivers are all good mates off the track.
Well, you couldn't get a better guy really, He's pretty good. Treats most guys pretty good.
First guy I've come to see when I got here, because I'm in the shit slightly. My transponder didn't charge up, so it's the first guy you come and see down in Wellington to help you out.
When he was young, his job was to drive me and drop me off at the pub on Thursday night and come back and get me and take me home. And he had the ute. That was his job as an apprentice.
You say he's a nice guy out on the track tonight. Is he going to be nice and friendly and gentlemanly?
All the same out there, mate. You think of number one when you're out there, mate, yourself. But come back in the pits, it's all good again, your mates again,
Once we're out on the track, every man for himself.
Put some T-rocks on here so I can see where I'm going.
The thin plastic strips on his helmet are designed to be ripped off a layer at a time when they get plastered with mud.
But what if it's called what?
No, it should be right.
This is the official lineup for Tama's 3 races of the evening.
Yep, this is just a grid tour, mate, so all I've done is just now put it on the front seat of the cruiser. Right down the car, she'll be starting in front of me in each race.
Oh, right,
just so I know who to get behind.
Now, how are you feeling about tonight's races?
Oh, I'm confident, mate. It's quietly confident, I'll say. Yeah, as I say, it does require a bit of luck.
The first race is in daylight, with the setting sun posing an additional challenge. The other 2 races will be in the dark.
Nerves? Nah, don't get nervous here, mate.
He never used to want to eat before a race, but now he's got good at it. He likes to eat before a race, so it's good.
Jeez, I'm sweating already.
We're right up behind him 100% with his racing. I mean, we always have been. It's just a thing we all love. I've been around it since I was born myself, so yeah, we just keep pushing him. he first started, it was just, couldn't watch much at all. And our daughter used to sit there, and if he got tangled in something, she'd just burst into tears, and everyone said, is she all right? I said, she'll be fine, you know. We were all sort of, really nervy about it. But it's good now. We sort of stand on the bank and tell him to charge, just go, don't stop, go.
The odd time you can look out the window and maybe look into the crowd. Once you've got your balaclava and helmet on and the noise of the engine, you don't hear a lot of cheering and so forth.
Coming into corners and there's a whole pack of them, you just sort of shut your eyes and hope for the best.
Here we are in the 15W car.
The race is on hold while crashed cars are untangled. Tama has missed the pile-up by a split second and already has managed to overtake 6 other drivers to put him into 3rd place. Not a bad position after starting number 9 on the grid. By race's end, Tama has jumped another place and managed to stay out of trouble.
Yeah, quite fortunate not to get caught up in that bit of traffic. I was looking ahead because I thought something might go on, so the cars were sort of accumulating up, and so I just stayed back a little bit, and quite lucky I did. I managed to get out and around without any bloody damage, so yeah, quite pleased about that result.
When you've got that many cars out there, it's like, any carnage in the start and you get caught in it, and as you can see, 7 of them in the infield, yeah. It's not pretty, but yeah, hope for the best, and he got through and he did, so yeah.
I went from 9th to 2nd, yeah, so that's pretty good. The race had gone on for a bit longer, may have got a little bit closer to that front car, but yeah, no, I didn't think I was trying for 2nd, mate, because I knew I wouldn't be able to catch him before the start of the race, so.
Alan Hay won the first heat, but Tama's 2nd place is more impressive because of the number of cars he overtook to get there.
Tama, I think he started on 9 and he was right behind me at the end there. All I could do was get to the front and then win it, but I was already starting off the front, so there wasn't much work to do as far as that goes.
If you're 1st, 2nd and 3rd, or they'll do it on a, how many cars you pass. So if they've done it that way, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just see how we go in the next one. There was a few big contenders came out in that last race with the accident there was, so it's opened it up. Oh, it's kind of narrowed it down actually to a few that I've got to keep an eye on now.
The modifieds have roughly an hour and a half to repair any damage before the 2nd heat of the evening. With full workshop facilities on hand, it's surprising how much can get fixed on the spot. Tama's team has an easy run. The number 9 car came through virtually unscathed.
Yeah, no, he's a good friend of ours actually, and he's a good ambassador of modifieds, and he's a real nice guy to go with it. And of course, he's a great competitor and always a very fierce one too. He doesn't give an inch, but no, we're great mates and we enjoy each other's racing.
We sort of got an idea, being a home track, on what the track will do, what the surface will do.
Orange lights are out, we're ready to go racing finally for heat number 2, the North Island Modified Champ.
Whether or not it'll stay clayey and drivey, or it'll go black and what they call quite slick, where we've got to change the car quite a bit to get it to transfer its weight to get the drive out the corners. But the home track, I don't believe, is an advantage.
was good. Yeah, no, enjoyed that. Made up, I think, 11 places, I think. So yeah, good move. A couple more would have been good, but I noticed the car who won the previous race, he was 2 in front of me. So going into the last one, I should be 3 points behind him, and he's off the back and I'm off the front. So hopefully there'll be enough cars in between to keep the space here.
If everything goes right for Tama, he should take it hands down.
We should be up there because he's got I think he's off grid 4 on the last one, so yeah, he should be able to win that one, I would think. So after this one, they add the points up, so we know who we've got to sort of keep in front of. Looking good so far.
Oh, I would have liked to have moved up a few more places, but yeah, just couldn't find where it was going to be fast. Just got stuck in a rut. Yeah.
Using that outside line a bit more, because all the cars seem to stay down low and all that black stuff, so I seem to be getting a bit of drive out there. And that's why when I'm gridding up, I'm starting right out along the wall. So I'm trying to pack that down and try and drive that outside line. If you can drive on the outside and get the momentum going into the turn, there's a pretty good chance that you'll come out the other side in front of the car that you go in beside, unless he sort of drifts out. So that's the theory.
Of course, this is his home track, so I suppose he'll know it better than any of us. But wherever he goes, he's always there at the end, so providing he can get through this race without any accidents, I'd say he'll be on the podium, that's for sure.
Racing comes first for Tama, sometimes at the expense of family holidays. Just as well, the whole family is so enthusiastically involved.
Bit worried this next year for our New Zealand's. My sister's getting married in the same month, and I've already told her better not be the same time, because you might not be there.
Heat 3 and Tama starts in second place. He only has one car to overtake to lead the field. That magic moment comes on lap 7, when the leaders have caught up with the stragglers.
Hey, excellent. Hey, you've done a really good job tonight out there. The Wellington crowd were right behind you all the way. I don't know if you could hear them cheering you on at all.
Yeah, I see that when I took the checker flag round for that last one, mate. Quite a few people on their feet standing, clapping. Yeah, it's good.
Hey, it's been an excellent night for Wellington all round then. Well done on them first in the North Island Champs.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers. I was going to go watch my son take the stock car out. Yeah, good result, mate. Especially exposure that with few people here and that. Yeah, it's very pleasing to win. I think that first heat sort of done me a few favours, mate, when 4 odd cars sort of dropped out and when I had that accident. Sort of got me up to 3rd place, and I passed that other car to get to 2nd. So did good moving in the second heat, went from 19th to 7th, I think it was, mate. So passed a lot of cars there too. So just in the last one, I just had to finish that and make sure I finished it up front.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah. Good result, yeah. That's what we sort of aim for, and yeah, we haven't done very good this season, so yeah, come away win a title. Yeah, makes it all worthwhile, the long hours we put in, and yeah, win something. Yeah.
Never mind, he had a good race.
Yeah, good. Wasn't driving, he did well, really, really well. Still getting over the shock of my son out there, I tell you. My ticket was doing 100 and something.
Yeah. He was lucky to escape that first incident when all those cars piled up. Now that was we were all hoping like hell he'd miss it, and he did miss it, because there was a lot of damage and carnage there. He had to work hard in the second one though.
It doesn't take long to pack up at the end of racing. Tama's looking like a clear winner, but he won't know for sure until the judges make the official announcement at prize giving.
get me drunk.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the Wellington Club and my sponsors, thanks, and congratulations, Tama.
First place in the North Island Modified Series, Tama Arapere.
Everyone enjoys winning, I suppose. I don't throw my toys out the cot if I lose. So, yeah, it's mainly a passion for me, and winnings and what's the word I'm after? Winnings. Good.
No, it was a good event. Wellington put on a great show. Thanks for all the out-of-town cars coming down. That was good. Thanks to my wife, Mandy. And Pete Free, mate, thank you.
Yeah, I'm happy with life at the moment. If it carries on the way it is, it'll be good.
This program is made with funding from New Zealand On Air. Thanks, guys.